With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They fake the give. Newton. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jarvis Landry, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a first down throw, gone. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malcolm Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Third and long. It's Goff. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Cam's going to run the option right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Third and goal, option right. He may try and run for this. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On second down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss play to Eckler.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, another example right there how this...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield. Moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Play action. It's Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Off the toss, Cohen. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Out to his left. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That is caught at the 7. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's Eric Harris who picks it. But he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 45 on second down, Newton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams What separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Goff. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To the air again. Goff. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler, he scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Goff on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards. It's the final tally.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack there by Trent Murphy. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they go into
under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And Amendola with a catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Off the bootleg, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. No gain on the play there. It'll be second. third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. He finds some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Murray trying again after the pick 6. That pass complete to Jim Brown. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An all-pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons. It's Jim Brown with it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They run the counter. Brown. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Off the bootleg. Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And able to find Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Virgil Green, 38 yards. As they are now, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Goff on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. On 1st and 10, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Off the bootleg, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, it's Brown. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jim Brown, 48 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same as the Ravens push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They run the counter. Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A run here with Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Woods, the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one because right now, this has not been his game.
22 yards there, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Murray. This one brought in by Quebec. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Wayne Quebec, 37 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's the score you felt they had. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to take it, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And this is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it'll bring up third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll